very soon here as we got the fist bump locking in now for the game 1. Fox Hero on PS2, of course, going to be gentlemen in here because why not?
Alrighty, quick drop down, trying to get a dare into the nair from Light. Able to send BeastModePaul off stage pretty quickly. Some of the spell work coming out from BeastModePaul. Coming back under this upper platform, going to be pummeled and sent off stage yet again. More nairs at the ledge from Light. And now going to be Light finding himself off stage, coming back in with the Firefox, going to run right off and then able to get the shine off of the flare from BeastModePaul.
Yeah, it's fine. It's seeming like now that BeastModePaul is finding his footing here, getting comfortable, sitting in corner, being able to get all his spells out here. That's not a good look for Light because, again, he's got to shut this down. He's got to find the momentum and really use Fox to his true advantage, his speed, his mobility. And, you know, Hero, that's kind of what he lacks. He's not quite the fastest character, but because he's giving him that time and space to use these spells, it's not going to be, you know, good for Light here. He's really got to shut things down here for BeastModePaul.
He really does, and you can see Light's getting almost a little bit impatient. Able to send BeastModePaul off stage, though we do have the speed coming in from BeastModePaul as he's going to try to contest this fast Fox. Going for the...
Oh,
he
no,
didn't
no,
get the timing correctly, but no
gosh.
more snooze. He is awake. The shine going to be coming out to save him, and it is going to be the up smash that takes Light's first stock from BeastModePaul.
Yeah, a cute little jab lock there coming from Light here as we have the bounce. Not going to do too much because, you know, Fox doesn't really have too many projectiles except for lasers, so as long as Light is, you know, conscious and aware to not use laser, he will be fine. But now we still have the oomph, I believe, that is powered up, so it's going to be a little deadly with percentage here. Oh, there we go. The psych up back on deck quickly. Again, Light just doing Fox things here. Going to sit comfortably with all these arrows coming out again with the platform tracing looking so beautiful right now, being able to sit pretty and right underneath BeastModePaul. And there it is with the up smash. Again, we're just seeing the follow-ups by Light. He is so consistent with them.
As you saw, he waited for the roll away from BeastModePaul yet again in order to get the up smash. It seems to me that Light is starting to catch up to these panic options, finding himself at a pretty high percentage as a small character like Fox, not going to get edge guarded by BeastModePaul with the bounce on. He is actually going to have that laser sent right back to him. Now here we go, going in with the bounce and then the shine coming out, and yeah, unfortunately going straight to that upper platform with BeastModePaul underneath. Not the best option as that is going to be his stock gone.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate too because it's like if you give some leverage, like just quite literally some space to Hero, he will take full advantage to use all his MP, to use all spells possible known to man. But BeastModePaul is very conservative, knows how to use his spells correctly here, so as long as the placing is correct and we see more adaptability, he's going to do great here. But again, Light now turning things around slowly but surely as we see him in this corner, ledge trapping BeastModePaul, trying to throw him back off stage to get him in this corner pressure, but now we're seeing to turn things around for Paul, and the dare spike going through the stage there. Talk about a disjoint.
Super beautiful timing on the dare spike from BeastModePaul, because you really saw at that final stock, he seemed to be very much on the back foot, finding himself off stage against Light. Absolutely not a scenario he wanted to be in, but then immediately being able to come back, sending Light off stage instead, and then timing out the Firefox in order to find the disjoint of the dare spike. So, great first game going to go to BeastModePaul, and looking to see how Light adapts because he played pretty close to the chest that game number 1. But going into game, we do have a slight character, or rather not a character, stage change, and we're going to get a really quick rapid jab from Light as we're just sort of resetting the game to neutral.
Yeah, Light's going to have a lot of more ground here to kind of run along and hopefully do a lot of more follow-ups here as he's good at what he does here. We've seen so many clean coverages come out from Light. He's following up very perfectly and very precise, even with the uppie there, just getting a little bit more damage. Why not? Not going to go too far out to fish for it because, again, with the way that Hero is, he can definitely edge guard, and it's a little... you know, like intimidating as well when you're such a light character like Fox, but gonna find the down smash there, I believe. Was it down
It was
smash?
a down smash,
okay.
yep.
Yeah, the little split's gonna get it there for Light.
Yeah, Light able to get a down smash and then waiting out the snooze. It's not going to get hit with that while he was sitting off stage with his invincibility frames. Going to come back down through this through the middle platforms. Going to go for the rapid jab and instead going to find himself jabbed off stage. Going to delay the Firefox and now the bounce on BeastModePaul. Trying to go for a little bit of a jab and then a pummel coming out from Light. Teching the landing, coming underneath this upper platform. The Nair going to be trying to keep BeastModePaul off stage as long as possible, going for the shine preemptively in case BeastModePaul tried to send a spell his way. Up airs into the, now sending him way off stage, trying to go for the lasers as well, just going to add on this damage, chipping away little by little, sending him off stage. The shine coming out yet again in order to avoid the spells, and now it's Light who is off stage, just charging the Firefox, going to go straight under the stage instead in order to avoid the spell from BeastModePaul.
Yeah, this is still a tight position to be in for Light here. Still going to try to hang on and savor this first stock. However, getting a little greedy there, and BeastModePaul will snag it just like that. However, Light is going to be quick here to try to get the second stock off of BeastModePaul. Again, so much coverage on it and going to be able to finally clean it up here, sending BeastModePaul to his final stock as we try to find some footing, getting some more strings along. However, BeastModePaul is looking already to add more percent. However, Light is doing the same thing here. He's just looking to get this stock out of the way and quickly delete it.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of up airs, already bringing BeastModePaul to a pretty meaningful percentage. The Nairs trying to come out in order to catch BeastModePaul sleeping. Going to get sent into the down throw with the laser. Finding himself at the center of stage, Light able to come right back pretty quickly in order to find a potential edge guard, really putting BeastModePaul on the back foot. Finally finding himself in disadvantage for a little bit on that upper platform. BeastModePaul now having the rage advantage, trying to get something, getting a little bit of a spell damage, finding himself off stage instead. We have the Psych up and Light all the way on the other side of the stage, going to be sitting in shield in order to avoid these as much as possible, and there it is going to go for the up smash after the missed input from BeastModePaul in order to close out game number 2.
Yeah, a much better looking game there for Light as we saw the 2-stock advantage point there for Light. Honestly, I don't know if the triplats really did much for Light there. I didn't see too much usage of the top platform there, but it did feel like he had more ground to cover, more stage to kind of roam around and run, which I would imagine that's kind of what Light wants to do, just a little bit to take a breather. But also for Paul, I mean, it's crazy because you would imagine, given with all that space with the stage and whatnot, that he would have a lot of time to use his spells and whatnot. But, you know, for Light, it just kind of helped in a way to run a bit more and find Paul in those weak spots, in those weak areas where he's going to be vulnerable. So again, just going to be trying to expose that as much as possible here for this Game 3.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing the return of the Pokemon Stadium 2 coming back down to this Pokeball in the middle. The bounce already on BeastModePaul as he's just sort of being pushed to the other side of the stage by Light. Sitting in shield, not able to get the rapid jab, but being sent into this up air. Going to try to jump around as much as possible in order to avoid Light, who is fishing for these up airs and trying to combo BeastModePaul into oblivion, then stalling out the Firefox, able to return to the stage with a little bit of an air dodge, coming down with the Nair, and now finding himself off stage yet again. BeastModePaul has to be so careful at how he approaches this, sending Light all the way up and now dropping down off stage yet again, and there he just air dodged straight in, and BeastModePaul was able to get the quick aerial in order to seal out that stock, and yet again back down to dead even.
Yeah, a little bit of a neutral moment here as both players have to exchange stocks here, and we're going to be quick to add on percentages from both players here. BeastModePaul stuck in this corner, though. Again, it's just the same story, just over and over again as we see a snooze. But however, BeastModePaul is successful this time with the snooze and up smash coming through here. So great lead and advantage point here for BeastModePaul. Got to hang on to the stock, though. However, Light is just a shark in the water.
Catching him snoozing for a little bit. It does seem to be, though, that Light is right back to it with his aggressive options. Going in for the Fox up tilt, finding himself jumping up in order to try to avoid more aerials from BeastModePaul. Going to go for the Fox up smash, and that is going to take away the stock. Light is at a pretty low percentage, so, oh, the snooze coming out immediately from BeastModePaul. Yeah. Not able to get it, but going to be sent up by the up airs from Light finding himself off stage. He has Accelerate on in order to try to match the speed of Fox. Going to be sent to the upper platform into these up airs. Light did hesitate for a second there, but able to sort of continue on with this damage, finding himself in the center of the Pokeball down airs, just going to send BeastModePaul off stage yet again. The psych up, and then off stage, the Kaboom going to be shined thanks to Light having the premonition in order to avoid it.
I didn't even know you could shine that.
Yeah.
What?
Alrighty, but coming right back off stage, BeastModePaul finding himself in a super precarious position, and it is going to be the down smash yet again from Light to close out game number 3.
Yeah, Light shaking his head a little bit though. He's probably not probably not too satisfied with that down smash kill. I don't know. I mean, normally we see a lot of up smashes come out from Light here that are securing the stocks for him, but really any smash attack will work and do the job there. However, he's finding that unbelievable. Yeah! Yeah! He finds that unbelievable. He's still, yeah! He's still thinking about it. He's just like, I can't believe that. That really hit me. And again, when you're playing a light character, like quite literally a light character, it's just unfortunate. And that's a sacrifice you have to pay for the great mobility you have, is that you're a lightweight and you cannot hold on to that much percentage and tank things so quickly. So, you know, Light is going to have to make this light work and very quick if he wants to succeed and move on from this game forward.
He definitely needs to take some fast stocks going in underneath the upper platform, able to get the down throw into the laser. Now going to try to continue on underneath this upper platform, the down air coming out into the rapid jab, able to send BeastModePaul off stage, able to recover with the roll get up option, going to eat a little bit of damage from Light. The Accelerate for BeastModePaul going to be able to match the speed of this Fox. Coming straight back to the center of the stage, the up tilt coming out from Light as he's going into these up airs.
We'll see though. Light is doing an excellent job once again of just tracing, knowing exactly where BeastModePaul is going to land, where he wants to go, and that's exactly the key thing to your opponent. The key factor is that you're going to want to know where your opponent is going, not where they are. And again, that's exactly what Paul wants to do, trying to land another snooze. However, we'll find them back there with a quick little taunt, I believe. Was that a taunt or was it just
no?
Okay, never mind. He was a taunt. It'd be funny if he was, though. Just a taunt and be like, oh, yeah, I got you.
It's okay. Just trying to be a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Anyways, going for the up smash yet again, going to miss it. Unfortunately, eating a good bit of damage off of that. The shine coming out from Light, trying to avoid some of the spells from BeastModePaul's arsenal. Sitting in shield for a little bit, and that up smash, though, is going to do it for Light as it strikes home.
Yeah, however, this is still not exactly where Light wants to sit at. 75% onto the second stock. This is already kind of nearing that death percentage where Light really has to be careful here. However, as long as he can rack up the percentage as he's doing here, keep Paul in that corner, it's going to be crucial for him to get this lead and this stock as well if he wants to stay in here, as we're seeing a little bit of a juggle moment. All of these arrows coming out to play once again, just trying to follow along where Paul is going to land here. No Let's Trump for Light here, and again we're going to see more spells come out from Paul here as he tries to make an approach, and we'll see who is going to take the second stock. No forward smash, and it's just a whole spaghetti area that's going on.
A whole lot of spaghettios, as you were saying, Calavera. Unfortunately going to go off stage. He was sort of stalling a bit in order to wait for a potential spell, going to get sent into the up throw and the laser. Coming right back, BeastModePaul going to sit in shield for a little bit, as it seems to be that Light was putting some damage onto it. The side B coming out, and that is going to be BeastModePaul taking the stock from Light at a pretty high percentage himself, though he needs to be so careful, and it is going to be the back air to bring things straight back to even.
Yeah, immediately gonna need that for Lights here as we reset now to our final stocks. BeastModePaul looking to make this quick, and Light again struggling in this corner. It's not going to be good, using everything, burning out all available tools to recover and safely stay grounded. But again, BeastModePaul is pulling out all of the strings here with the Magic Burst, not barely killing Light.
the shine and then seeing him drop down way below in order to recover, knowing that the knockback would be able to send him up and still recover. So great foresight from Light, still finding himself at a pretty high amount of damage, especially when Beast Mode Paul has barely a scratch on him, finding himself off stage. The Firefox able to come back to the ledge and the center of the stage. Beast Mode Paul sitting in shield for a little bit, more shield on the board. Now coming back in, Beast Mode Paul finding Light in disadvantage. Beast Mode Paul off stage, the shine coming out, the Firefox and the shine again. Both of them able to recover, but Light really keen on making up this damage as much as possible. Going to send Beast Mode Paul back to the center of the stage, the down airs. Now it goes straight into the Fox F smash. That is going to be game number 4, going to Light in 3-1 over Beast Mode Paul.
Beautiful showcasing there from Light. We still saw so many signs of life peeking through as we thought it was going to be over or at some turning point for Paul there. But again, Light going to be able to really pull through there for us and hold strong and clean it up with a 3-1 against Paul. Great showcasing from Paul as well. Really kept Light on his toes with all of the spells and the versatility with the toolkit, with everything being thrown at him. I mean, really put up a great fight nonetheless.
I think that you saw from the adaptations, especially that helped Light really seal out those final 3 games, was that he was ready and waiting for when it was that Beast Mode Paul wanted to make a specific spell, and then he was waiting with the shine, or even when he was off stage with the magic burst, like he came straight back in with the shine, and then it was able to send him up, and he was still able to recover to the center of the stage and then put some more damage onto Beast Mode Paul. I really think that waiting helped Light so much in that he was able to wait and then force Beast Mode Paul to make a decision and then able to counter that decision, because it was forcing his hand, number 1,